Good morning. Welcome back into Morning Break. As we step into the holidays, you can step back in time to experience Christmas in Savannah in the 19th century.
And Kyle is over at one of Savannah's best and most historic homes, Davenport House in downtown Savannah. Kyle, they've got a lot lined up for the holiday season over there, don't they?
Yeah, a lot of stuff that's coming up here. The holiday tradition tours have been ongoing since November, but they've got a couple of things happening this weekend that you want the opportunity to check out. One, a family day, and then two, the opportunity to see the Davenport House under night sky, if you will. As you see, we've got the banner here decorated inside, coming down the staircase in the middle of the house. I'm pleased to be joined by the new executive director, Daniel Hodes, here at the Davenport House. This is an opportunity to come in to experience what the holidays would have been like in the 19th century, and as I said, Davenport after dark, if you will.
Absolutely. And so the holidays during this time would have been very different from what we think of now, with, you know, lots of kind of commercialism in that aspect. It would have been a bit more austere, but it all kind of started to change around this time in the 1820s to be a little bit more of what we think of as our current holidays. So we explore that a bit in the tours.
And we're tapping into traditions, holiday traditions here at the Davenport House. Can't have holidays without big family meals or big meals around the table, and you guys have that set up. This is just kind of one of the ideas of giving you what that experience would have been like.
Exactly. So this kind of large, extravagant feast definitely would have been more of the exception than the norm. So this would have been a special time of celebrating at the holidays, that it was a time where, you know, all the crops had come in. It was a time of bounty and plenty, and so that would be reflected on their tables.
When you move through the house and you do these tours, take us through what's happening. You have interpretive people who are kind of giving a performance, if you will, of what life would have been like, I guess maybe on Christmas Eve or the week leading up to Christmas.
Exactly. So our wonderful docents are dressed in period attire when you enter the house, and they share a lot about the holiday traditions that would have been popular here. Savannah was a port city. There were lots of different immigrants coming in and bringing those traditions with them. So we really explore some of that as well in the tours.
You mentioned that it's a little bit different than our 21st century. I know we have lights up and down the street on our house. We've got greenery everywhere, Christmas trees and everything. It is modest, but there's this sense that, hey, something is a little bit different.
Yeah, exactly. And especially around this time in the 1820s, Christmas was shifting. The night before Christmas, the poem was written in 1822, and that mentions, you know, a jolly old elf, and Christmas starts to become more about the children and family, and so that kind of started to happen down here a bit as well.
Take us through you got the holiday tradition tours and then the Yuletide tours. Other than the one is at 6 p.m. and one's in the afternoon, what's the difference, the biggest difference that people will notice?
Yeah, exactly. So the Yuletide tours are everything holiday, so we definitely dig more into those traditions and things that the Davenports who were of Scottish descent might have experienced and done during that time of year.
And then the family day is on Saturday. This is something that you're going to have tours that are family appropriate, stuff for the kids that they'll be able to, I guess, take part in or understand maybe a little bit more.
Exactly. So our tours during this time are definitely going to be geared towards family, towards kids, and that experience in the house. And then we're also going to be doing some period appropriate crafts in our garden.
All right. So opportunity to take all of that in. This is one aspect of what Christmas would have been like here at the Davenport House. You got a new exhibit that we've talked about a little bit on Morning Break. We're going to get a chance to see it, but you're also taking that aspect of the holiday tour down there as well.
Absolutely. So it wasn't just the Davenports living in this house. They had 13 enslaved workers who were also here, and the holidays would have been very different for them. So that's also something that we get into in the tours.
All right, so we're going to experience that when we come back a little bit later here on Morning Break. But the family day is 1 to 4 on Saturday. The Yuletide tours are 6 to 8 p.m. on Friday and on Saturday. The tours will start at 6 o'clock and then go off every 15 minutes. That's $35 for the Yuletide tours, and you can find that information. We'll have it on our website, WTOC.com. Guys, I'll send it back to you in the studio.